Hi, I'm John Pratt, and I'm the lead designer of Mortal Coil, and this is a stand-up for Friday, January 22nd, and we're just going to go over everything that's happened in the past week. So, we just got started with the project for the second semester, and we're making sure everybody has tickets. They know what they're doing, if they have any questions, they're getting answered, and I've been going around facilitating all of that. I don't really have anything blocking my path, so as far as that goes, we're moving right along. Moving on to the new members of the team, I'd like to welcome Kyle Brandt, Mitchell Wiggins, and Tyler Weiss, who are doing sound design, level design, and programming respectively. Kyle was tasked with kind of learning how sounds get implemented into Unreal 4, and he's actually already gotten some sounds into the game, and by our next build review we'll actually have some movement, tact sounds, even some sounds for the UI, that sort of thing, actually implemented into the system. So it should be very exciting. Mitchell, I've been having him work on some level design stuff. We had a little bit of a rocky start. An email didn't get sent. There was just a mix-up in the system, and everything got a little tied down. But in any case, we're going to clear up any issues that we still have, and that way he can really get going. He's already started working in the engine a little bit and familiarizing himself with the toolkit we're using. So we'll get all that straightened out and move on from there. Finally, Tyler has been working on getting the project converted to a C++ project, and that'll actually help us optimize the game a little bit. We'll get some bugs worked out. And in any case, we're just going to make sure that everything's working well. He's actually had a deadline for another project approaching, so he hasn't gotten all of the work done that he would have liked to. But that deadline will actually be passing here very shortly, so once that does pass, we'll be good to go. Finally, we have our art team. We've actually decided to change up the art style of Mortal Coil just a little bit. So we have David Campbell working on some more concepts for us. We have one here from the player's perspective, and we have another here that's actually a little bit closer view that's going to have some higher detail in it. Our art lead, Brandon, has been making sure that everything is getting concepted out really well beforehand so that we don't have any issues like we did last term. But overall, everything is going rather well. We also have Michael Derling working on some art concepts for us for the UI. So he's going to actually build these out for us, and we'll be able to get those into the game, at least some of them, into the before the next build review. Everything's been going pretty well. We've gone over everything that I thought was an issue, such as these numbers are going to be a little hard to see, so they need a little flatter background to rest against. This background can't really have a lot of design on it in case you can actually see through these buttons. It'll make everything muddled, and we're going to get a little bit more of an artistic border going around here rather than a flat rectangle. But other than that, everything's moving on rather well, and Michael should have the concepts for the vampire side of things probably by the next week. And finally, we're moving on to our art director, Brandon. He's actually working on a concept on the 3D model, rather, for the ghoul. We already have a concept. And he's just gotten this rough sculpt out, and he'll be working on that more over the next week. And that way, by the next build review, we should have a more fleshed out character, though he personally probably will not make it into that particular build. So that's everything that's been going on for the past couple weeks. Thank you, and have a good day.